Hi everyone, you welcome to my channel. I am Michelle and I took a break from YouTube to focus on my latest book and earn some income. But now I am back and I've noticed that since I am gone, so many things have changed. And now I have seen that the tier list ranking system became really popular, and that's what I'm going to do in this video. I am going to use 5 tier lists to show you my biggest icks on men, and then the method that I'm going to be utilizing is S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and F tier, which S tier means super ick. This is the highest tier and represents my intense negative feelings about a particular idea. It's truly unbearable for me, that's what it means. And the A tier means almost over, and this indicates that I am nearing my limit of tolerance for this idea. And the B tier means bad enough. This means the situation is already uncomfortable and I can't imagine it getting any worse. C tier means conquer yourself, bro. And here I believe there's still potential for improvement if a man is genuinely committed to change. F tier means I feel bad. I feel like I slight aversion to this idea, but I'm willing to overlook it if it's the only flaw present. So without further ado, let's get started. My first ick on men, it is the football man. The reason I have a ick with this football man, the men that like sports, it's because they are usually not very easy to talk to because they don't know anything about anything. Their brains are usually empty and they are just not easy to connect with because I usually have a hard time to sell or to make money or to convince anybody that I can connect with. So in the football sport kind of dude, it's so difficult for me to make a report with. So I say it's bad enough because I don't know how to connect with them. I don't understand how they think. I like the fact I'm not gonna say they are super ick because I like the fact that they clap for other men, and I like to know what it is this men that they are clapping for and they are screaming for, because then I would know exactly what kind of men that I should be looking to be actually interested in for real. And at least they make my job easier to find alpha males because they are, so much interested in alpha males. Just it makes my job easier. And there is the second man that I have Ickes is the loud man. And when I say loud man, I really mean loudness of vocal cords. Some men are so loud, and it's weird that a lot of people think that women are the loud ones, because I don't know why, but we women are much smaller most of the time. And this means that we have a smaller vocal cord. This also means that our body size, it's kind of like a musical instrument, and we can't go so loud. Men can actually go really loud. If a man wants to scream, he's going to scream really, really loud. So some men are really loud, and they bother me because a lot of those loud men are usually cold, and I find that as loud as a man is, it's more like less sentimental he is. And I even noticed this is true in Brazil too. I noticed that a lot of men who are just dishonest are usually loud, and I just it strikes me as like I don't trust them. So I want to put like loudness and conquer yourself, bro, but it's a ick that I have with men. If a man is loud, it just gives me a ick, but it's not that bad. I'm going to put here and conquer yourself, bro, because sometimes it's just because they can't hear. Some men have hearing loss problems. A lot of men lose their hearing because, a lot of them are sports fan and they keep like screaming in front of the TV, clapping their hands. I would assume that they will lose their hearing at some point doing those kind of activities. This loud man is probably also could be someone who have problems and with hearing problems, which not exactly completely could not be completely his fault. So I'm gonna put over here in Conquer Yourself, bro. And another man that I have a ick with, and it's this one is a small ick, guys. This one is a small ick, and it's the feminine man. Honestly, I am kind of attracted to feminine men. I find them really very sexy, but I don't like the fact that they are feminine, because a lot of times, this is true when someone says that. I don't know who said that, but it's true that whatever looks like a duck, talk like a duck, walk like a duck is a duck. Most of those feminine men, they are not a heterosexual, but sometimes the fact that they know that they're not heterosexuals because they're not willing to spend a lot of money on women. And I noticed the feminine men, sometimes they will never date another man, even though they are feminine. They refuse dating men, but they will always date women because they have a market. Some women like feminine men, especially the young women like men who's a little bit more touch of femininity. I'm talking about the way they speak, okay, the way they act, not the way they look. So those feminine men are usually not big ballers. They don't spend a lot of money. So that's why I have an ick with them, because a feminine man, I have never gotten like thousands from a feminine talking man. So that's why I'm gonna put here in Conquer Yourself, bro. It's not that bad. It's it's only because of the money, because I know that a feminine man is never willing to be a big baller when it comes to women, because they truly don't desire women. Honestly, I do not think that feminine men are usually heterosexual for real. I think they're just not okay with being gay, but it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna put Conquer Yourself, bro. I do find them attractive most of the time. It's just, I know, as far as the money wise, that's the problem with the money problem that bothers me. And there is also the smokers. I have an ick with smokers because I don't have anything common with smokers. And like I said, I'm a salesperson. I depend on making report and also connecting with people so I can make money out of them. So whenever I cannot connect with someone, they're not gonna buy from me. So when the smokers, I don't have anything common with them because I don't have an archetype of addiction. I'm not an addict. I have never been an addict. I don't know how it feels and how it would even be to be an addict. I have never drunk a drop of alcohol in my life. I don't know how it tastes. I have no interest in trying. There's nothing in this world that could make me addicted. I find this world actually pretty boring. Honestly, I kind of admire the addicts. Like, wow, you find joy in this thing. I couldn't. I don't know how you have that cheerfulness about your personality, but I don't have anything common with them. I don't connect with them. And also the smokers are not good customers. They don't spend money, especially when they are inhaling or exhaling a cigarette. It's never a great time to tell them the price of anything. So I usually don't make money out of smokers. Smokers are usually not prosperous. And there are exceptions, of course. There are smokers who are prosperous, but most of the time the smokers that I know, they don't prosper. And that's for sure. That's real for men, and that's true for women too. Both of them, I do not trust that they have any purchasing power. Whenever someone is a smoker, I already assume that they are also broke financially. So I'm just gonna put it over here bad enough, because I don't make money out of them, the smokers. Sometimes it happens whenever they are not smoking, but it's not something that I can count with. And there is also the ugly man. The ugly man, I never have an ick with anybody for being ugly. I never have an ick for men or women to be whenever they are ugly. It doesn't bother me. What bothers me is that sometimes the ugly men are not happy with themselves. They don't like themselves. They hate themselves. And they sometimes make them hate other people when they don't like themselves. And that's a problem for me, because I am a salesperson and I need people to be feeling good about themselves. I mean, at least, some people can sell to people that are feeling horrible about themselves. That's not my case. In my case, I depend on people to feel beautiful, to feel sexy, and I don't usually make money out of people who are suffering. So, and then whenever I speak with a ugly man, he's always in a bad mood. They hate being ugly. Men hate being ugly. I'm gonna tell you something, guys. Men do not do well with being unattractive. They hate being unattractive. I surely believe that most men in this world would give every dollar in their bank account just so they could be handsome and young. And I believe that men who have a lot of money but it's not healthy, it's not attractive, they cannot be happy. Men who does not have any women who are interested in them, to who do not feel desirable, they feel extremely miserable. The secret to making a man spend money and is making him to feel desirable. And like I said, men are terrified of being ugly, terrified of being unattractive. It's one of the worst things that could ever happen to a man. It's for them to be ugly. And they were never gonna do well with this. I have never met a man who is unattractive and happy at the same time. So I usually don't make, it's difficult to talk to them because they are offensive and defensive. It's like walking on eggshells with talking to them, because at anything that I can say, I can offend them, especially because, I don't know, if you guys are gonna agree, but most people agree that I am a very good looking woman. I'm a pageant queen, and I make money out of the way I look. And I notice that unattractive people feel extremely uncomfortable around me, especially men. They cannot make eye contact, and I sometimes notice that they don't like how their face moves. The muscles in their face becomes like twitching, and it feels like they want to just erase their faces whenever they are talking to me. So I don't like the ugly men only because they are difficult people to talk to sell to connect with. Is only because they are not happy, they are suffering. So that's why me personally, I don't make money out of people who are not happy. So I'm going to go ahead and put over here and conquer yourself, bro, because it's not that bad, because if I was going to have a nick about any ugly people, because honestly I find 90% of the world's population extremely unattractive, because I also have been around a lot of pageant queens, and I am used to very good looking people, and I also worked as a model too. I'm used to very good looking people. I find 90% of the world's population extremely unattractive. So if I don't have ick with ugly people, I see them all the time. And what it is a problem, like I said, it's difficult to sell to them. So I'm gonna put here in conquer yourself, bro, for the ugly man. Now another man that I have a super small ick with is the bald man. Bald man, guys, I don't have a problem with bald men. But honestly, if someone would ask me, Michelle, would you like your man, the man of your dreams, to be bald or to have hair? I would say, you know what, I would like the man of my dreams to have hair. But if he doesn't have hair, I will be okay with that. That's why I'm going to put over here, after that, I still want you. Yes, you don't have hair, you're bald headed. I wish you had hair, but you know what? To me, you are still great. There is nothing too bad. I can still work with this, no problem. If you don't have any hair, it means that you have to have a good looking face. If you're bald, it's what it is. But not a big ick. I'm going to put here, and after that, I still want you for the bald man. Yes, guys. Now let's move to the men with tattoos. Men with tattoos is the kind of men that I usually cannot relate to. I don't have anything common with them. I don't have tattoos. I would never have a tattoo. I would never considered, not even when my craziest days in my life, I have never even thought about the possibility of the idea of getting a tattoo. I do not like how tattoos look like. I don't like how tattoos look at all. So I don't like people that like tattoos and me, we are very different people. I don't know exactly what happens in our brain that makes us so different, but we have nothing in common. It's so, like I said, it's so difficult for me to make money, to make a sale out of people that I can't connect with. But usually, let me tell you something about the men with tattoos. The men with tattoos are usually good customers. Sometimes I make money out of them. They are better customers than the smokers, and they definitely better customers than the football fan men. But I usually don't completely connect with them. Yes, they are spenders. They spend money, but it's not on me. They rather spend money on other kind of women because I'm usually not their cup of tea, and I understand that they also don't connect with me. They don't. Sometimes, like when I speak with men with tattoos, they want to help me with the therapeutic section. Sometimes they feel like I am the one who needs therapy, and they just sometimes I feel like they feel sorry for me. So anyway, I don't completely connect with men with tattoos. I don't know how those people who have tattoos think, and I'm just going to put right here at conquer yourself, bro, because don't have that that ick. It's not that big. I still can work with that. But if you want to ask me, hey Michelle, would you your man of your dreams, does this man have tattoos? And I'll say no. The man of my dreams don't have any tattoos, would never have a tattoo, not even in his past. He does not have a tattoo that he got when he was a teenager. He doesn't have any tattoos because he never even wants something like that in his life. So I'm just going to put it right here and conquer yourself, bro, because I am especially talking about men that I can make money off. And then the next man that I have is the obese man. And the obese man, guys, the obese man is a man who I don't have anything common with. I am 117 pounds, and this is the heaviest that I've ever been in my life. I have never been any fatter than that. I always have been skinny. I have always worked out. I'm a sporty person. I work out, and when I was younger, I worked out really, way more. I had way more muscles than I have today. I just don't have a lot of muscles now because I am in the United States and people don't like muscles here. In Brazil, it's more acceptable, but here I keep a little bit of muscle, but not that much. And so, and I don't have anything in common with the obese men. I don't know how those people think. I'm not an addict. I don't know how it feels to be an addict. And I don't have this mindset. This is not my archetype. For me to become a food addict, I have to be somebody else. I would have to be reborn again because it's not my personality. Especially because I am in the United States and the food here it does not smell or taste good. So I don't have any business becoming obese here because what am I going to get obese from? The food here that tastes horrible. And also good food here it costs a lot of money. So anyway, I'm just gonna put F. I still want you because the obese men are usually good customers. It's just difficult sometimes to make a lot of the times the obese men are suffering. They are very sensitive sentimentally because a lot of them have low testosterone, so they are very sentimental and they are very emotional. So I do connect with people who are emotional. I do have great rapport with people who are emotional. I just don't know exactly how they think because, as I said, I'm not obese. I will never be obese. It's not my mindset. But I like the fact that they are easy customers. Just don't like the fact that they don't move a lot. Sometimes in my job, I want them to move from one point to another. And a lot of obese men, if they have to move physically, they don't want to do anything. It lacks them some stamina, and I need them to move a little bit because I dance. Anyway, I'm just gonna put over here after that. I still want you because I really do like the obese men. They are also really very good people. Like I said, it's not the perfect. It's give me a little bit of ick because I can't fully connect with them. But that's about it. It's just a connection thing. And then there is the middle class man. I have an ick with middle class men because middle class men are, first of all, my biggest clients, and second of all, my biggest threat. I mean, they believe that I am a social threat to them, because I am not middle class, guys. I am lower class, because my behaviors and everything where I shop, it's typical of the lower class. I have no problem with that. I don't want to be middle class. I am going to go to high class, and I'm not gonna pass to middle class. I think middle class people are lazy. I think middle class people have no stamina, no desire to succeed, and they are usually very envious people. And I do not like them. I know that they are always making an assessment on how much money I have. They are usually in debt, and middle class people usually have a lot of debt. And I think people who have debt are dishonest. I would never take anything that doesn't belong to me. So me, from the lower class, I truly believe that taking loans and taking money doesn't belong to you. It's dishonest, and it's lying. It is a crime. I don't own people money. I never would own anybody money. I never did. And middle class people and me, we are enemies. I don't want to be middle class. I don't want to be comfortable. I make everything in my life possible so I can be uncomfortable, so I can never fall into the middle class. I know when a guy is middle class when he shops at IKEA, when his furniture it's IKEA, whenever he owns his own house, whenever he doesn't hire a designer to decorate his home. He decorates himself at big box stores. They buy everything together in a set. I know that they are middle class, because, and as well for other reasons. They travel once a year, sometimes twice a year. It's typical of the middle class, and as a social threat to me, because they don't like me to succeed. The middle class men are usually not cheering for me. They are usually upset if I tell them that I have money. If I tell them that I drive a luxury vehicle, they do not like that. Especially if I tell them that I bought it with cash and I don't own anything and I don't pay monthly payments for my car. I would never do that, because like I said, I'm an honest person. I don't take money that doesn't belong to me. Very different from the middle class. So I would going to put here and bad enough, but I shouldn't put it bad enough, because they are really usually my biggest clients. But I usually, to be honest with you, I have to lie about everything just so I can make money out of them. I have to lie about everything, about me, about how much money I have, about what my dreams are. They do not want me to succeed. They are the people who tell me sometimes that I'm never going to make it, I'm never going to get it, I'm never going to get there. And I have heard that from women and from men from the middle class. Usually when someone is like that to me, like telling me that I'm never going to achieve my goals, that I am not skilled enough, that I don't have the talent, it's usually middle class. I can't blame them. It's not that they are evil, they are just middle class. And then there is the stingy man. Guys, I'm going to put here stingy man as a super ick. Yes, I do have a super ick about stingy man. And now you probably think now that I am probably not stingy. Honestly, most women that don't like stingy men, they are usually women who are stingy themselves. And also those women that don't like stingy men, they usually ended up with a stingy man. But my case is this. I don't like a stingy man because, again, with being stingy, there are qualities that comes with being stingy. It's not about the money. It's not really just about the money. Stingy men are usually very controlling men, and I say that because I have dealt with many stingy men. Because stingy men are everywhere. Nobody wants them. No women want to deal with a stingy man, so they are always single, always single. I have never seen a generous, super generous man who are single. If you are a single man, it's possibly could be that you are stingy. But a stingy men have, first of all, controlling issues. They like to control. They sometimes don't spend on you because they want to control you. They want to control the outcome of your life. They don't actually want to see you succeed. If they do, they like to be super part of it. They don't want you to take part on your own success. Anyway, first, the controlling part of the stingy man bothers me. And the second thing, most stingy men and women and people in general who are stingy, they are usually lazy. And I don't like lazy people. I'm not lazy. I don't get along with lazy people. all the stingy people that I have ever met are extremely lazy. They do not work. I have never met a stingy person that work 11 hours a day and every day. It's usually the people who work like a few hours a day. They refuse getting extra hours, doing extra work. Even if they're going to get paid extra, they rather don't do the job than get paid. They rather save money than make money. You guys understand what I am saying? That's why I don't like stingy men, because they are very, very lazy. They rather save energy than to put it out there. And I find that also them to be very selfish, and I think that those characteristics as well are very bad for someone to be selfish. And man or woman, doesn't matter. Both of them, both stingy people that I've met are very selfish. They do not like to see other people succeed neither. Envious, they are very envy people. They envy others. They are usually, every time when I meet someone who is lazy, I always notice that they are also envious. They have all of those desires to achieve something, but they don't have the energy or the stamina to get it. They are very lazy people. So whenever I realize someone is lazy, I usually kind of assume they could also be very envious. And that's why I don't like stingy men. Is a super ick, but let me tell you, this is not just men, this is for women too. Women and men are very similar when it comes to being stingy, and a lot of women are stingy, it's not just men. And another person that I feel like I have an ick with, it is the old man. I never have a ick with old men just by looking at him and seeing him old, or seeing a person old and say automatically having an ick on someone just because they are old. The reason I have a ick with people who are old is usually because people who are old, men especially, don't have any desire to achieve anything. They have low libido, they have low sex drive, they don't want to get out of bed, they have pain everywhere, they are usually moody, they are usually in a bad mood, they are usually depressed because also they can't sleep. And I have a problem getting money out of people who are not happy, and I have also a problem with getting money out of people who don't have high libido. I'm better like making money out of men who have high testosterone rather than low testosterone. So it's always a challenge for me, an old man, because some old men, they have moments in which they are very cheerful, and I don't know why. Those speaks the moments that they have very high vibration and high vibe, but most of the time they are very low in energy. So I mean, it's hard for me to make money out of people who does not have, that stamina, that drive, especially when it comes to hormonally imbalanced men, which is usually the old man. But as long as an old man is in his masculine, as long as he has his hormones in check, as long as he has he likes a challenge, and he likes to go get out there instead of just being at home, I don't have a problem with them. So I want to put here conquer yourself, bro, for the old man, because it's not that bad. It's not, I just noticed that it takes a little bit more work sometimes. It's not all the time. Sometimes the old men spend a lot of money, but usually could be true that they would not have any desire of anything. I have had so many men that I being friends with, they didn't want to see me, like want to see me once a month only, because they don't have any desire, or super depressed, super sad. So that's my Ickes in men, guys. I hope you like it, I hope you enjoy it, and there will be more videos like that in the future. And this what it is for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be coming back very soon with another tier list with other Ickes that I have about other things. If you like this video, click like, share this video, and subscribe to my channel, because I will be uploading more and more. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.